Chat UK. This is the right space to explore real-life issues affecting real people. We provide professional counseling to individuals, couples, organization, schools, church, and others. Follow, share, subscribe on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Let's Chit Chat UK.
Hi, Let's Chit Chat. I'm Pastor Cecile. Nice to have you on board tonight. And I have my co-host. If you'd like to introduce yourself, Jackie.
Yeah, hi, hello. Nice to meet you. Oh, what's happening in the sound? Nice to be here today on the show. Hope everyone enjoys it.
Definitely, I'm sure it's going to be brilliant. Tonight's show, we're missing on our co-host, we're missing on Richard, we're missing on Pastor Enoch, we're missing on Odile. Hopefully, we'll have them on board soon. Tonight's topic is about choosing a partner. It's a big deal to be able to have the bond of your bond, someone that you mingle and enjoy and really enjoy life together. Not enjoying, but be really enjoying life. Now, often enough, Jackie, you know, we as women, we sometimes have a long list. And even men too also have a list. Men and women both have a long list of looking for a partner. Jackie, what do you think? Is it good to actually even have a list in the first place when you're looking for love? I suppose if you're looking for love, is it good, or a long-term partner, forever partner? Is it good to have a list? What do you think?
I believe if you're out and then someone tries to talk to you, or you know, vice versa, you know, I think obviously physical attraction is the main criteria. But apart from that, it could be the way someone talks, their humour, the way they smile, you know, and you could think, oh, hold on a minute, this person's not that attractive, but I really like their personality, and obviously as things go along, then it can develop into love. So I don't know.
Oh, Jackie, so are you telling me that it's not usually about love? So it could be about the sense of humor, it could be about their personality. And then as thing carries on, then it develops into love.
Yeah.
Okay.
But obviously attraction is, I think attraction is the big part of it, to start with.
Okay, so it's attraction. It might not be, are you saying that it might not be love, but there should be some kind of chemistry, some kind of
definitely some kind of chemistry.
Some kind of chemistry, some kind of attachment, some kind of attraction. Jackie, should I ask you a question? Is it not that chemistry or that attraction or that instant connection that make a lot of people or a lot of us to fall into mistakes because we actually don't study the character or the behavior, but we go for attraction or chemistry? What do you think? Is it a problem there that if you follow chemistry, you follow attraction, you might not pick on the small things that can cause
I mean,
tomorrow?
They say love is blind, don't they? They do say love is blind and the attraction is blind, but I mean, to think, like, obviously looks, because you wouldn't look at a person, would you, really? But if someone started talking to you and you thought, oh, I don't really like this person, like, fancy them, but I'll just talk to them as a person. But as time lingers on, you're thinking, oh, this person's really sensible, he's really witty, he's got a really good, charming personality, and you know, things might take off from there as well. So we never know. And I think women can fall for someone easier than what men can, because I believe a lot of men just look for attraction rather than personality. Maybe I'm wrong, but
Okay, Jackie, so you telling me that, okay, sometimes you might just say, oh, I'm not attracted to this person, but I just talk to them and get to know them. So as
yeah,
time,
I mean, they might even end up having a big heart. They might be really genuine. They might be really caring, and so sometimes that can go in someone's favour, but not always. But I still think it's nice to have some kind of attraction, sort of physical attraction, really.
okay, brilliant. So Jackie, you said that you still think it's right to have some kind of physical attraction. Should it then be fair to ask this question? If you come with a long list of things that you're looking for from a partner, then you realize that that long list is not really there, but then you start kind of like mingling with them, talking to them and getting to know them. That way your list can easily be nullified. You can easily cancel your list because you maybe happen to get to know the person, then you start loving them for who they are, and your list really becomes nil. Should we say that? Should it be fair to say then sometimes for that instance, there's no point having a list? Do you think a list is necessary?
Not really, not 100%. But I mean, it's good to have a list to say, has this person got ambition? Do we want the same things out of life? Because have we got things in common? Do our personalities go? Do they clash? Do we disagree on quite a lot of things? Or,
So, do you think that, Jackie, the reason why often enough we don't find the right partner because we move around with a list? So, when we, for instance, we don't spend too much time trying to get to know the person because we already predicted what we want. And if on the instant we don't see that, we don't therefore spend the time to get to know that person because our list is not really there. Let's say I come with a list and it's someone who's charming, and it's someone who is good looking, and it's someone who has money, and it's someone who's working, and it's someone who's kind, and it's someone who has a good heart, friendly, understanding, we can get on. So once I come with that long list, and straight on the minute the person starts talking to me, I realize that money is not there, good looking is not there, they're not driving a car, they haven't got a mortgage that they're paying, they're on rent or something, then I say, oof, cross my list and disappear. Do you think with that attitude that makes it very difficult to find a partner if we move around with a list?
Yeah, I believe so.
Because
It can make it a bit more difficult, can't it? And I think as you get older, I think the list becomes a bit more longer. Like when you're younger, you think, oh, he's good looking. Oh, he doesn't drive. Oh, that's okay. He's got a part-time job. He's so nice. Oh, let's still go out and enjoy each other's company. But as you get older, it's like, oh, no.
Okay,
I don't
Jackie,
know how you feel about that.
Jackie, I love what you just said. As you get older, the list becomes longer. So, what is that? What is that the list becomes longer as you get older? Why do we have lists? Knowing that as we get older, the choices are slimmer and slimmer.
I know.
And slimmer. So
I'm gonna be a lonely old lady forever with my cat.
So why is that that as we get older is completely opposite? When we are younger, the list, sorry, um when we are younger the list is shorter, but then we have so many offered. When we get older the list is shorter.
We get more.
Yeah, exactly. And then we extend our list of requests. Why is that? Because it goes the opposite way.
I don't know. Do you think it's through maturity, life experience? Okay, it could be a number of reasons. Maybe
Mm,
because we've got commitments, we've got like a house to run, we've got family, etc.
okay. I love that maturity. Maturity come with experience. Has to run, things to do. That will make probably the list become longer and longer. I think so. But when the list becomes longer and we don't find a partner, is there anyone to blame on that line if we have made a list very long and
No,
then
it's just yourself, really, I suppose. And it's just like, yeah, I think just yourself.
but Jackie, let me ask this question. Is there a possibility or a probability that a longer list can ever be met? The requirement on our list, we can ever find them when we're looking for a partner, the list that we write down or draw down of things that we expect, can those things be met in one person? Or are we just not being realistic?
I don't know, really. I think because when you're younger, you're carefree, you're out all the time, you're in clubs. As you get older, obviously, I don't go clubbing no more. But yeah, I just find it harder, really,
Mm.
to meet. I mean, who are you going to meet in the library or something, or out shopping?
Who you going to meet in the library, right? Jackie, you're making it sound that bad. Jackie, you're making it sound that bad. Okay, if you just joined, this is Let's Chit Chat. We're talking about a list criteria to choose a partner. Some of us, when we're looking for a partner of our life, we're looking for someone who is good looking, someone who is charming, someone who is eloquent, someone who has money, someone who is working, someone who is God fearing, someone who is polite, someone who can dress well, and the list is endless. So, with that endless list, Jackie, do you think men also have the same kind of list that women have? Is it
Yeah,
just
I,
women?
I presume they do. I mean, nowadays a lot of you've got a lot of dating apps, haven't you? So it's just like I think you flick through them. It's just like it's not like going out meeting someone like years ago. Like when we were younger, people were just doing dates online, aren't they? Meeting up with people from online
Mm.
on their profile. Oh, I don't like that picture. I don't like that one.
Let's talk about that dating online. If you have to also include the dating online, is there ever a possibility that flipping through the picture that will tell you who the person is or their character or their behavior unless you also get to know them? So if you're counseling them through just looking at the picture, doesn't that mean the list is also
No,
very
not
long?
really. Not really. You're just being really shallow, aren't you? Like saying, "Oh, I don't like that one. I don't like that one." So I still believe it's better to meet someone in person rather than meet someone online. But that's just the way the world's gone now. Everyone's meeting from dating apps.
Mm. Jackie, can I ask you, are there advantages on dating app and or advantages on meeting someone on the street or on the road in order for you to get to know them better, or in order for your list to be shortened easily. Because if you see someone face to face, maybe because you're just seeing them face to face, straight on, not coming from any dating app, it's easier for you to quickly talk to them. But from the dating app, it will take some time before you even get there to talk to them face to face. Are there a lot of chances on dating app, or a lot of chances on really face to face meeting?
I prefer face to face. I would rather meet someone, like if I was out or something, gone out for a meal, or, you know, and you talk to someone. Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I suppose it's better to meet someone than the app, because the app, you definitely don't know. Anyone is everyone and everyone is anyone. And by the time you get to know them, probably have wasted your time talking to them or wasted your energy.
Yeah.
Realize that they're not actually the person who was on the picture or whatever.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
so face to face becomes a lot more easier and a lot more better, as you're not just going to say to the person in the app, come on, let's meet tomorrow and have a chat. It's a bit too early, too soon. So, but still, nevertheless, we are still on the long list. You said that men also have a list as well as women. Unfortunately, we don't have a men on the chat today, so we don't really know how longer is their list. But do you think men compared to women, who do you think will have a longer list? Are they men or women?
I don't know, really. I don't know. I think men go for more attraction, don't they? I think so do women, but you know, obviously, I think me personally, I like to go for personality as well.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay, so Jackie, you're looking for personality,
yeah.
the person. Okay, so Jackie, you will not mind if the person is not working, if the person don't have any money in their pockets, as long as they have a very good personality, good behavior, good attitude, then that's fine with you.
Yeah, obviously wanting the same things as what I want out of life and having ambition. I think that's the main priority as well.
Okay, I completely agree with you there, because if they have ambition, then they can easily succeed. They can easily turn their life around. They can easily build from there. If they're not lazy, if they can work, if they can search for themselves, then that's fine. Compared to someone who really doesn't have any ambition, then it's another worries. Now, Jack, I've seen women who have shown a very long list to what they're looking for in a man. The list is endless. And then sometimes you ask, is it realistic to have all this character in one person? Have you seen somebody out there who really everything in them is perfect? I don't know if you have. Have you seen anyone who is good looking, charming, eloquent, working, good character, good behavior, very respectful, very humble, very God fearing, very friendly? How can we find all those things in one person? Is it possible? I'm not saying that there are not people like that, but I'm asking, what are the chances that you will find all these character in one
And
person?
attractive. I don't know. I haven't met anyone like it, but I'm still looking.
I love that. I haven't met anyone like that, but I'm still looking. That is a very good description of Jackie Quest to find somebody who obviously can meet this criterion. But I'm thinking, if we ourselves as women, I'm just talking about women at the moment before maybe ask men, if ourselves as women, we don't have all this character that we always look for, Why is it that we always looking for all this character in the other person when we possibly don't have those behavior, those character? We ourselves are not like that. So why will we expect somebody to be what we are not?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe
Or
we might be a bit shallow. I don't know.
or is
Okay.
it because we're just looking for someone who can bring the best that we don't have? It might just
Yeah.
be someone to bring the best that we don't have, or to be the best that we are not.
Yeah, I think you need someone to bring the best out of you anyway.
Mm. But then, if you have those long lists, is it too much to ask?
What?
Is it too much if you have a long list that you need? Is it too much to ask, or is it just a way of blocking people access to
I
you?
don't know really. I mean, because I think if you meet the person, you could meet anyone. You could meet someone at a bus stop. You could meet someone at a shopping mall. And I think if you have that instant click with someone that you obviously get on with, then that's like really good. That's something like wow,
Mm,
because you don't always find out
mm,
that you just have that click with someone and you get on with them, and you can sit there talking for hours, and you know and you can bounce off of each other, and even without chemistry or sex or anything, you could just sit there and talk, and you know even sit there holding hands and just talking to each other. That's the sort of thing that I would want.
mm. So hearing you saying, Jackie, it gets me to understand that it's actually best to have somebody or partner that you can talk to, communicate very
Yeah,
easy, and depend on and liaise with. Then it makes a better relationship compared to having someone who probably be good looking, gorgeous, eloquent, or have money, but you don't really get on with them. You cannot really communicate with them. You cannot really create this harmonious, peaceful environment with them.
yeah, I believe personality,
Mm,
obviously some kind of charm,
mm,
charisma,
mm,
looks, or
mm,
whatever. But if you just had someone who's got money, good looks, and I know they're good looking, there's
mm,
no communication,
mm,
you don't see eye to eye,
mm,
there's no affection there. Why are you going to be with someone like that?
mm, exactly. That's a
That
good question.
that's another scenario.
Mm. Jackie, I love what you said earlier on. You said earlier on that the more we get older, the more our lists get longer. And you said that it might be life experience or whatever we have gone through. Is it because sometimes we go through so many things and we become a bit more alert or wise, so we kind of avoid issue before they even come? Then our list become longer because we are running away maybe from what we have already experienced, and we don't want to experience the same thing, so we're looking for something different this time around, or something better. What do you
Mm.
think?
Yeah, it could be. It could well be. But, yeah.
Mm. If you just join us, this is Let's Chit Chat. I'm Pastor Cecile, and this is Jackie. We are talking today about a long list of choosing a partner. In order for you to have a partner, what are you looking for in that man, in that woman? Is he money? Is he good looking? Is he eloquency? Is he nice? Is he friendly? Is he God fearing? Is he someone who is easy going? And why is that? That the list gets longer as we get older. Like Jackie said, when we are young, the list is very short. We just want to connect, click, and just enjoy our lives. But when we become older and mature, the list carries on getting longer, which is contrary to how many people we can also meet when we become older. The list becomes shorter. The contact becomes shorter, but the list is rather longer, which is the kind of opposite. So what will you look for in a partner? Jackie already said that in a partner, she will love someone who is really nice and friendly and kind, and she can get on with very easily. Now, Jackie, let me ask you this question. Find someone who is not so kind, not so friendly, but they have a lot of money. Will that meet your criteria for a person that you're after?
And they've got no personality, they've got
Mm.
no ambition, but they've got a lot of money.
Mm.
I suppose if they want to take me out, then that's fine. If we don't click, then I can't see the point. I don't think money's everything.
Mm.
So, yeah, I believe chemistry and, you know, clicking with someone, having ambitions together, wanting to make a life together is the most important thing.
Mm. I agree with that.
Towards your goals. Yeah.
I completely agree with that, Jackie, because they might have a lot of money, but then you don't really talk to them, don't really communicate that well.
So
Then
you'd
what
be
do you
lonely, wouldn't you, really?
do?
You'd be lonely.
Become lonely, yeah. So, so then it probably will be fair to say that sometimes it's good to have some kind of list, but it can also bounce against us, or we might limit ourselves as we have that list, or even that list. When you get to know the person for whom they are, your list become pointless. Once you get to know the person for who they are, then your
Yeah.
list probably doesn't work anymore. The long list that you have, you end up scrapping the list and putting it in the bin because it doesn't work anymore.
That's true, actually. That's true.
So is it therefore fair to say that it's best to just go and meet the person as you are and as they are and get to study them? Of course, you have the basic standard of what you're looking for in a relationship that cannot be erased. But in terms of the list, is it fair to say that sometimes it's good not to have that long list, not really to waste time in
Yeah,
writing
not
list?
not to have a long list, but still, you still have morals, you still have standards, you still have whatever. But it's really hard because without saying that you met someone that, you know, well, I have had relationships before, but you know, if you meet someone and you feel, I don't know, and you just feel on cloud nine and you're really happy and you're laughing all the time, then I think, yeah, you do get rid of the list, you know, even if I have got little money and not earning enough, that doesn't really count as long as you're happy together and you can build a life together. I think that's the main thing, and you've got understanding of where you're both coming from.
Understanding. Now, Jackie, should we say that because people sometimes we have the long list and then we realize we're meeting people, we don't want to know them, we don't get to know them because we already tick our list and they know the criteria of what we want. Some people might just want a short man, some people might want a taller man, some people might want a slim man, some people might want not so much a slim person. But when they kind of move around and they find someone who is rather short and they're looking for a tall person, they don't even give the chance to get to know them because it's like, okay, he's tall or he's short, he's slim. or he's big, so I don't really want to get to know. I don't really want to get to know them. So, do you think on that instance, at least then doesn't do us favor?
Yeah,
Right.
definitely not. That's where it comes in being a bit shallow, I think. Like you might say, oh, yeah, he's a bit short, or yeah, that person's too skinny and tall, or, you know, I don't really want to talk to that person. Yeah, so it's not really good. But, you know, if you can go beyond that and then you're out and then someone does make you laugh and do end up talking to someone, then and you think, oh, they've got a really good personality, then you don't really look at them things, you know, because it's already in front of you. That person's talking to you and making you laugh, and you're thinking, I really get on well with this person. Yeah, I'd like to see this person again. They make me laugh, you know. We really do get on. I think that's when you sort of tend to put your barriers down a bit, like get rid of your list, shorten it.
Jackie, can I ask you a question? Do you think that sometimes we make a list, a long list, and stick with it because of what we've seen our friend, our relative, people closer to have, and then we kind of like sometimes want to go towards the same kind of route, and we don't really want to get to know people by themselves because of we are looking at what someone else's around us have. So are we sometimes influenced by either a close one or our relatives or our friends, or the circle that we mingle or move around in our choices of partner?
I think it can have a bit of influence on us. Yeah, it can. But I'm just saying, like, if you was out, for instance, and you was at a bar, or the person was on another table and they're cracking jokes and being really talkative, then and you think, oh, that person's really nice, then I think, yeah, then you just get drop your list and think, yeah, okay, I'll see that person again. Just take things as they go.
Yeah, I love what you said. If you that means is deciding by yourself but not allowing anything else or anyone else to influence you. You just decide for yourself and what you want in your life. Is it what makes it very difficult that sometimes when we have grown, although we want that relationship, but we don't really know what we want at one point? Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Sometimes at one point we're not too sure what we want, that we want this or we want that. So we become a bit hesitant to every relationship that comes. And that would it work? Wouldn't it work? So that way the list also becomes longer because we are hesitant to what we want and we are not sure. We are unsure and being worried about being hurt as well. So we hide ourselves behind this list. What do you think about that? Should people hide? Do people hide behind the list because it's for the fear of being hurt or being let down?
You do put a list up and barrier up. Obviously, it'd be like a barrier because they don't want to let anyone in, and maybe they have had experience where they've been hurt and madly in love, and you know, they just find it really hard to trust again. You know,
Yeah.
So yeah, things can be difficult.
Yeah. If you just tune in, this is Let's Chit Chat. I'm Pastor Cecile and this is Jackie. Tonight we are just talking about a long list in a quest to find that partner. The long list that we write down as we're looking for someone to spend our lives with. Does a long list kind of limit us in finding someone, or does this work in also finding someone that we want. So that is the question at the moment. And Jackie was saying that as we get older, the list get longer, and we realize that as we get older, the offer also gets shorter, but the list gets very longer. Should it be the other way around? Should at least become shorter as we get older, because we are a lot more wise and mature and we know what we want? Is it really that when we become older we are not too sure of what we want, then the list become a bit longer, in putting a barrier between us and that potential person? And we're just wondering, for men, we don't have a men in tonight. We would have loved to know, for men, how long is their list and what are they after? Although Jackie was saying that men are mainly for attraction, but do you think that, Jackie, men, they come for attraction at the beginning, but then after that they start looking for more than just attraction? What do you think?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I believe so. But you know, it would have been nice to have a man here tonight to see what they reckon.
But women, often enough, do you think women at the beginning comes for maybe security, maybe reassurance, maybe comfort, maybe other things? Then at the end they start looking for attraction also.
What, men?
The women.
Oh no, I think attraction and charisma and clicking with someone should all come at the start. You know, like getting on, personality, you know, and then obviously as it goes on, then you've got boundaries and you've got commitment issues, and then you've got like finances, and then, you know, just making plans, having holidays together, doing things together, wanting to do things rather than just sit indoors and put TV on and not talk. Yeah.
Wow. This is Let's Chit Chat. We are drawing our program to the end. Tonight was mainly about the long list, the quest to find the right partner, the list that we write at the beginning, and we end up being disappointed because sometimes we don't quite find someone who will meet all our needs, or all the needs of, or all the lists that we have written. And we were just asking, is it best to just meet the person and get to know the person for themselves and not apply that list and then see who they are and take it up from there? Or just have your tick sheets where you just tick number 1 is there, number 2 is there, number 3 is not there, number 4 I cannot see, number 5 goodbye. So so we're just talking about that list. If you know that you have a long list out there and that list is really making it impossible for you to find the right partner, then you should probably think about ditching that list and cutting it shorter. Jackie, what do you think? What is your final word for anyone who's watching tonight? Is it good to have a list, a long one?
It's good to have a list. It's good to have a list, but I think you know in yourself if you met someone you would like by just their personality, just by the way they are, by feeling excited and happy when you're going to meet them. So I think, yeah, in a way, the list does go out the window in that case, you know. Yeah.
Thank you, Jackie. This is the end for our program tonight. Like Jackie said, it's good to have a list, but at the same time, it's good to get to know the person. I really think it's good to have some kind of list, but don't let your list take control of what you're going to discover have your list as a backup plan to look at it and check. But get to know the person, because your list might not be the real person. Your list might be even lesser than the person that you are meeting. So give people the opportunity. If you have to get into a relationship, forget about the list at the start. Get to know the person, get to see who they are, get to understand them, study the field. See if you're clicking, like Jackie said, you need to be able to talk, communicate, sit down, make each other laugh, be friendly, go out, talk to the person before you actually decide that, okay, my list is not going to work and the person is better compared to my list, or my list is better compared to the person. And if you all that are there, Jackie said, the more we get older, the more our list get even longer. So if you find yourself in that category, that you have gone older and your list is getting longer and longer, please restudy your list. Until then, this is Let's Chit Chat. It was nice having you on board tonight, Jackie. Brilliant. Thank you so much. As
Yeah,
we
thank you. That's really
depart,
good.
thank you. This is Let's Chit Chat. I'm Jackie. Jackie's here. I'm Pastor Cecile. And it was excellent having you on board.
Thank you so much for staying with us until the end. It's been wonderful discussing this topic. I was brought up to believe that any worries not talked about become bigger problems. There's no wrong reason to reach out if you're going through these issues, or you know anyone who is going through this issue. Please reach my contact number below and I will ensure to reach you back. My passion in life is to see you having a healthier, a happier, and a more balanced life.